3, 2, 1.
Hello friends, I hope you're going extremely well. Today we are going to talk about capability development. Now this is a separate discipline within every business. It's just that discipline is not that visible and it is almost missing in medium-sized organizations. So if you are not working for big corporates like big banks, mining industry, or an organization which is spread in multiple continents, this session is for you. So if you are a part of big organization, perhaps you can give it a skip, but if you are not, then pay attention to this topic and among all things see, reflect, and do something with it. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions at the end of the session. I want you to reflect and do something, maybe something very minor, which is in your control. Let's unpack this. Now, we're going to talk about capability development, a missing link. The objective is really, that's the focus. We are going to talk about capability development discipline. We all know there are 3 disciplines and one which is capability development that's missing, and that's the focus of this session. So we all know about IT, what IT does. We all have IT as a separate discipline, as a separate development environment, or a separate department in each of our organizations. We know about business, they are all known entities, so we say IT and business. What seldom we talk about is capability development. This is a separate hidden discipline which doesn't appear to have a very clear cut owner or structure in most organizations. Hence, at the start I mentioned, if you're part of a much bigger corporate, perhaps you can give this session a miss, because you may have this department by the name of, say, Center of Excellence or some other name under shared services. So the capability development is missing in most organizations by structure. So structurally, capability development is missing. So let's unpack this in a little bit more. So what we've just covered is, in any organization there are 3 disciplines. The first one is IT, the second is business, and capability development is the third one. IT and business, we all know about it. What generally is missing, or we don't see that very clearly, is capability development. All right, so with that in mind, let's unpack what is IT, and we'll cover very quickly. Now, IT is responsible for making sure that technology, systems, software and hardware, so technology in general, is taken care of. They are custodians of technology within the organization. So when it comes to new laptops, new servers, giving access to IT infrastructure, making sure that the intranet, the internet, the networks is maintained, right people have got access to the right information, the software systems are supported, so anything goes wrong, the support is offered. Now, this is very common, we all know about it. The main role of IT is to make sure they manage the end-to-end life cycle of information technology within the organization. So starting from procurement to the deployment, support, maintenance of all IT infrastructure, information technology infrastructure, is IT's responsibility. And we all know, we worked with IT teams, and there are quite a few things that they are responsible for. So I won't take too much detail, but that's IT discipline. Now let's talk about business discipline. Now business discipline is really to make sure that we have a what we call as an organization structure. Within organization structure, we have different roles. Each role is responsible for certain things, which we generally put in the role description of the given role. Say, for instance, CEO has a job description, a director has a job description. Similarly, everyone who is working within the organization, we have a job description. Consider this as a box. So everyone is who is filling the box, that is the job title. They are responsible to make sure whatever is there in their job description, they do that specific work day in, day out. That's what we call as business as usual work. So every day similar things pop up, and this is based upon their job description, they fulfill that role. Now this is from an operational side, but at the end of the day, business is responsible to give services, uh, return value to its stakeholders. The stakeholders could be investors, they could be customers, they could be members of community, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, business discipline is all about, for anyone within a business, based upon the structure they offer, they do business as usual work based upon the job description, and they are returning value to their stakeholders. And we all know about the business, there are operations and making sure we effectively return value to our stakeholders. With that in mind, uh, let's move to the capability discipline. So this is a capability development discipline. Now, this discipline is different because what it does is it almost works between IT and business. While IT takes care of IT infrastructure, information technology infrastructure, and the whole life cycle of the technology infrastructure, and business uses that. The capability development discipline sits in between, where it identifies, okay, so being in the business, what is our strategy, where we are right now, where we want to be in future. Based upon that goals, based upon that strategy, what capabilities we need to develop within our organization. That means, okay, does that mean that currently we are doing certain things manually? We may need an enterprise software, or we already have enterprise software, but it is not integrated with other apps, or some replacement is required, or some mobile app is required. So these are all the capabilities, but they're not limited to technology. They are capabilities, and that is why uh, the name is capability development. So they identify at the very high level what the business strategy is, what our vision is, where we are right now, where we want to be in futures, and they start with the architecture to develop and understand, based upon where we are heading, what sort of architecture is required to support that vision, to support that strategy. Based upon that architecture, they develop roadmaps. They say, okay, this is the first step, and that's where, as an example, we will replace our few systems, we will integrate new systems, we will retrain on this, we will deprecate certain technologies. So they develop step-by-step process, which we call as a roadmap, which goes over a period of time, sometimes over few years. But their ultimate goal is to understand strategy, develop architecture, develop a roadmap, and then prioritize initiatives, govern those initiatives, work with IT and business to make sure that we improve, we develop the new capabilities in our organization based upon strategy, based upon roadmap, based upon priority of our initiatives. Uh, and that is what we call as value creation, value delivery, and sustenance of value. It is not just implementing systems, it is making right decisions while we are implementing new systems, training, retraining people who will be using the systems for years to come, setting up processes to continually improve the systems, making sure that we are returning value to the business. So if a capital investment project took say 2 million, over a period of time the capability development discipline takes ownership and responsibility. We invest 2 million, we are getting value out of the capital investment. So that is what we call as capability development, and at a high level it is all about value creation, value delivery, and sustenance. All right, so these are closing thoughts. Now, I've said it few times, but it is really obvious for the organizations which are not big corporates. Capability development discipline is missing. There is lack of ownership within the medium-sized organizations, especially. So here are a few closing thoughts, and I would like you to consider each of them. I would like you to reflect and do something about it. So in your organization, who owns capability development? Who owns the capability development discipline? That means taking care of or understanding what is the big vision, what are the strategies where we want to see our business in say 3 to 5 years time. They take care of the architecture and really help make the right decisions at an executive level. So these capital investment projects are prioritized, they are the right decisions are made, they are implemented and embedded within the organizations, and from that point onwards there is a continuous improvement process in place. That is what I call as capability development. So in your organization, who owns capability development? Secondly, how do you measure success? So if you think, okay, the capability development is there, so how you are measuring success of the department or that discipline? uh, and the third one is what you are going to do differently. So for this session, if you have uh, reflect on it, don't act straight away, reflect on it, and what are you going to do differently within your organization with the information you have uh, in your hand now. With that, I take your leave. My name is SP Singh. I'm from Bani Consulting. We partner with medium-sized businesses, understand where you are right now, where you want to be in future, and we work at a technology level or a technology layer to help you achieve your business goals. Until next time, have a great rest of the day. Bye for now.